morning, good afternoon, everyone. Today we have Chirag Narula with us. Chirag is a former student of Recruit Schools और इन्होंने हमसे data science and machine learning का course किया था. Welcome, Chirag. I hope you are doing well, and thank you so much for taking out so much time for us. I know you have a really busy schedule.
Hi, Garma. Hi, everyone. Good morning, good evening. So, yes, it was definitely a nice experience, and thank you for giving the opportunity to talk here.
First of all, I would like you to introduce yourself. आप अपने बारे में बताइए, आपने कहाँ से पढ़ाई शुरू करी और how you are doing today.
Okay, so I come from Allahabad. I did my schooling from there, did my engineering from VIT Vellore. I did my engineering in electrical and electronics. So, people who are thinking that, oh, people from non CS backgrounds cannot shift into data science, data analytics, and all those buzzwords, I can say that I have transitioned into the role and the recruit school. Like, it definitely helped me in the journey. But to answer your question, Garma, I did my engineering, like I said, electrical and electronics. Post that, I I knew some bit of the coding because in our structure we were taught basic level of DSA, which was important for some of the basic interviews which the schools had. But when it came to a more structured kind of an approach, I got referred by one of the other students from your school only, who referred me that, hey, just try with them. They have a really structured approach, and they provide details on every front. They have, like, for example, set example of small demo sessions, because right now if I go ahead and search for tutorials on anything, I get like a plethora of resources. But I think what the students miss, and even I missed at that time, was, hey, you should do A first, B next, and C. But then also the kind of approach, and I would also thank and also I appreciate the hand holding which was given at certain points during the 9 month stint for me.
Yeah. So basically, a roadmap was handed out to you as to how to approach this whole subject, which was new for you
Right.
altogether. Okay.
Yes.
So, Chirag, the next question I'm going to ask you is about your experience in the whole 9 months. How did you feel about the program? Was there enough rigor? Do you have any feedback and considerations for us to improve?
I would say full of rigor. So it had a combination of both the live classes and uh, doubt sessions. So whenever we were taught something in the live classes, and I think it was like 3 days in a week, based on the time, like specific times, because some of us were working at that particular time. Was looking for a job. So for me, it was like very much flexible because I could devote certain time post my working hours, my usual working hours. So that was really helpful. And then also for those doubt sessions, I could even ask those more stupid questions at some of the times, like, hey, how does a queue work, or how does node work? So I got that information as well. And the and like I said in my previous answer, the structure from right from very basic of what is an array to deep learning, AI, like all those buzzwords which at that time were important, deep learning, NLP, those were also taught in detail.
Yeah.
So that was one of the better parts. I think pretty
Yeah.
much it. This summarizes pretty much it. Yeah.
So, yeah, it's really good to hear that you enjoyed the rigor in our curriculum. Now, I wanted to ask you about the projects and profile building. So, this is something that we really emphasize on towards the later half of our course because we want our students to become market ready. That is what our whole brand is about, right? Becoming recruitable through recruit schools. So, how did projects and profile building help you out personally, as well as in your professional look out for a job?
So my answer might be twofold here. So first of all, personally, it gave me a lot of confidence. It allowed me to, whenever I went for an interview or even looking out for a job, when I went through jobs and responsibilities, I could see, okay, I have done something. Because if you have done even a small project and that just resonates with you, sometimes answering questions, sometimes just builds your confidence. Apart from it, it definitely helped in the resume. because you could add all your corporate projects in a very fancy manner in your resume, and it also helps in your profile building. Nowadays we know it's the like world of social media, LinkedIn and everything. So when you have done certain projects, when you have learned skills on the job while doing those projects, it definitely boosts your confidence, and like you said, personal and on the professional bit as well.
Can you talk a bit about the mock interviews and the whole placement process preparation?
Okay, so we were given a lot of like some of the preparatory materials when it comes to that. Like, for example, these are the set of questions which we should definitely know. So, like, for example, you should know the basics of the essay, you should know what an objective is, what are some of the basic libraries from Python. We had that structured material to prepare from, but at the same time, like I said, in those doubt sessions and everything, so what those practice problems we got from mocks or anything like that from mock interviews, that was really helpful. We had dedicated like 15 to 20 minutes of analysis of how our interviews went when we discussed that with our like mentors on the school. So it helps us build better, it helps us to improve while giving those interviews.
Right. It builds confidence. Sometimes it's just like you have given this answer in your practice interview
Yeah,
already. Why not repeat it in front of the actual interviewer, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Also, did it help you in any way to build your soft skills, your communication skills? What specific words and terminologies you're going to use in front of the actual interviewers?
I think we have always heard practice makes a man perfect, but I agree no one is perfect. It definitely helps build those soft skills. You know what questions can you expect, and then you just keep on improving on that, so that even if you don't get those particular questions, you get an approach. Like one of the approaches I remember, which was taught to me, was STAR approach. Like, hey, have a framework. You shouldn't answer it in a very particular way, but if
Right.
you keep that framework in the mind, situation, first go through situation and then explain everything, it improves your soft skills, and then at the same time I think it improves the structure of the answer, which helps the other person understand or comprehend a little bit better.
Well, amazing. I hope you enjoyed your time at Recruit Schools as a student, and thank you so much for coming back here. What's the one advice that you would like to give to our current and upcoming students?
Enjoy the process, and trust the material. Like they really provide good mentorship when it comes to that. You need to solve things, they're not going to solve things for you. You need to understand what they're teaching, but I would say just trust the process, enjoy the process, and it will be good.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That was a wonderful piece of advice. And I think we are trying to provide value to our students and also provide valuable talent to the market, to the economy through our little effort here. And thank you so much for being a part of Recruit Schools, first as a student and now as an alumnus. So thank you for coming back, and we hope to see you soon again.
Sure, thank you, Garma.